A little important thing tonight. Just want to let you guys know. Don't know if my notification will go out or not. I've been raking leaves. I look like crap, but it's important. And there is a girl missing from Sioux Falls near JC Lane. Uh, she must have gotten in a fight with her mother, walked off. Some dark SUV or some dark vehicle car did a U-turn in the middle of the road up by the airport, JC Lane area in Sioux Falls. And the girl has never been seen since, or has not been seen since 7:15 a.m. this morning, or around, if you approximate her time from when she was at home to JC Lane, that at that point she probably had been walking for an hour. I don't know, but it's cold, and it's not okay. So it was cold at 7 a.m. Right? So when I woke up, it was a little cold. She only had a t-shirt on and pajamas. So if anybody in the Sioux Falls area sees this girl, and you guys can go check out the Argus Leader, Kelloland news, the local police a briefing, and the fact that just tonight they said that update was with the car. There's trains in the area, so I see them, and I think as a kid, you know, I guess there's such a thing as train hopping, and it can be fun. That was my first thing. But the fact that the car does the Yui, and yes, there is no Amber Alert yet, and they should have done that. Should have been done. I threw it out to my powers that be. My thoughts on the whole thing. I think that her scent should be tracked. I don't know if that's a possibility. I don't know if somebody's got a sniffing dog that if you can get that scent, then you can track it. But the fact that 7 to 10 hours later, that worries me, right? Because every hour is crucial and important. It is getting towards nighttime. I don't know what time it is here. 9, 10 o'clock. I don't know if it's that late yet. I think it's only like 7 or 8. But I'm not looking at a clock right now. And yes, this is all important. I think it was 7:15 when that. We looked around the area. I always look at, just because a kid starts walking one direction doesn't mean they can't go back the other way. But a cold kid with nothing but a t-shirt on, that's a little scary. There's not a lot up there. It's the airport. There's nothing out there. So it definitely looks to appear to be an abduction, and that's not unheard of in the Sioux Falls area. So I hope that they put out an Amber Alert quickly, so that, and I understand that you don't have that, maybe a great description of that vehicle, but it is the airport. It is right beside the airport. As far as cameras, obviously there's a few, or there should be. But then again, there's nothing out there. The water treatment plant's out there. The penitentiary is out there. But hey, my point is to let you guys know, if you guys are jogging or running around Sioux Falls, or and you want to go look over there by the train tracks. That was the only thing I was thinking, was go 20 feet over, and the trains are stopped. One just ran through there. I was by there, and there was actually a train that was cruising on the tracks, which, it worries me, because everything that's moving, if someone does pass out or falls on the train tracks or whatever, to me, it's another added things are moving, and the river's moving, the lake's moving. Um, so all of your evidence gets pushed with the wind. You know what I'm saying? Um, I worry from a standpoint that Sioux Falls doesn't do enough. I worry from a standpoint that if she has a cell phone, they need to be on that. They need to be tracking that cell phone. Whatever this fight was about is very important that we figure out the details. Everybody figures out the details, and not of the fight, but how bad was it? How pissed off was she? But the point is, you just don't go missing around here. You know, you check the friend's house, you check inside the basements, and you stop playing around. This isn't a 24-hour issue where, I mean, this is an 11-year-old that goes to middle school. She goes to middle school at George McGovern Middle School. So very time sensitive for everybody involved. So if somebody, if you know, you need to track. They need to track it, and they need to speak to all her friends to make sure none of them have seen or spoken to her. But more importantly, I think they need to track the scent to figure out if it stops where that car stopped and picked her up. That is very, very, very disturbing, and that would be cause for alarm. Every less than a mile there was a cop out tonight around Minnesota Avenue, Russell, Benson Road. I'm not saying that they're not looking, but they have asked for our help. So what I would say is, don't look at the news. Look at what they're asking you to do, but also, if you're a jogger, if you're a biker, if you're a runner, if you go off the beaten path, do it. Don't walk in the grass, walk wherever, all over Benson or up and down, and not to mess up the evidence. I'd like to see some dogs out there immediately before people start walking it on foot. Obviously, she's not right by the roads, but it's also dark out too. So, how serious do I take this? Very serious. See, I am a BLM fan, so diversity matters to me, and going forward, I don't want to see anything bad happen on the heels of the election. I'm not tying it in to, people are, I don't know. It's been a long time since something really bad has happened here. We do have the occasional shootings, but just keep the focus on her. It's her name. I believe it's Naomi or Nick. If you can post that in the chat, what the name is, Nick. I'm not saying it right. Nick. I think it's. Nick, I can't say her name right. Yes, a young girl's missing in Sioux Falls this morning as of 7:15 a.m. The car description was just that it was a dark car that did a U-turn, or a dark SUV. I thought I heard SUV the first time, and then was corrected to dark car. You'd have to read the reports. Dark to me is not descriptive enough. I need a visual of a Chevy, a Ford, tinted, non-tinted. I want to look at rims, tires, whatever, because I'm a guy and I'm a car guru on the older stuff, not so much the new stuff. But, usually I can tell my Chevys from a Ford, from a Dodge. But I'm sure they've already looked at it and they're still coming up stumped. So if they're stumped, I think that they need everybody's help. And obviously Naomi, it's not pronounced Naomi. Hold on a sec. Let me mute out here for 1 second. I don't want to get my facts wrong. Okay, I take it back. It's Nakia. So it's her name's Nakia. It's not Naomi. So I already got that wrong. Leave it up to me. Never fact check yourself. Okay, Naomi. Nakia. Jeez, I can't keep it right, dude. The name Nakia Jackson. Thank you, Zombie Info. My gosh, with viewers like you, you guys will look. It's not about me. I've already driven around. I tomorrow morning, I may do some more. I feel like I can get more done in the daylight. Obviously, but guess what? We don't have time. You don't have hours. You don't, and for these people, I mean, we watch the shows, right? You watch the first 48. You watch shows like every bad show that you can possibly watch. We've watched it, to see what the outcome is of a little 11-year-old that just doesn't stand a chance. So, regardless of if a fight happened or that doesn't mean that a kid should ever get in a vehicle. You know what I'm saying? So, just make sure that you're looking for her if you're in the Sioux Falls area and you keep your eyes peeled. There is a picture of her online. And dark car. That's all I got for you. Headed out of Sioux Falls and then did a U-turn heading back into Sioux Falls and stopped along the side of the road. So just make sure that you guys are keeping an eye out, and you obviously pay attention to your news. They want your help. They're welcoming your help. Obviously, if you see something, say something. If you look at the picture, print it out, put it in your car, cruise around town, figure it out, and don't let anything stop in your way. There are cops out. There's a lot of them, but sometimes you have to go off the beaten path. We need the joggers, the runners, the dogs, the people with dogs, the dog lovers, the hound dogs, the good sniffing nose. I mean, no stone unturned, and hopefully we'll find her. But trying to think, it's on Argus 911 or Kelloland or KSFY. Usually Argus has always got the latest stuff. The Sioux Falls PD was sending texts earlier. I don't know how or why, never have I gotten a text from these guys, but finally they threw out a text. So just keep your eyes out, keep your eyes peeled if you're in the Sioux Falls area. Don't question. It's already been since 7 a.m. and you're talking it's 7 p.m. That's 10 hours. If your 11-year-old was missing for 10 hours and isn't home by curfew at 11 o'clock, how would you feel? So it's time for some of the YouTubers, if this gets out to some of the other YouTubers. Yeah, I was talking to Mommy and Minnie last night, yesterday. I talked to them. Yes. So now 12 hours. 12 hours. That's an 11-year. I hope so too. It's all too much. I can't imagine being that young. I was that young. I used to run around town, okay? The possibility of staying gone and staying under the radar is there for an 11-year-old. But, and I asked my brother, okay, how many trains did you jump on? Do kids jump on trains? How long would you spend on a train? Just metal, hanging out all day long, playing on the trains. Well, you jump on and then jump off a little while later. You ride it to one end of the town or have fun, So the possibility is there that you can have bad ideas, you can do crazy things, and there's no telling how far a train can go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is just. This is not even. But once the car stopped and did a U-E, and then pulled over on the side of the road, that is the point where you need a dog to come in and sniff the scent and figure out if that scent stopped right there. So I hope they've done that. Maybe there's some things that they've done that I haven't quite thought of. A lot of these YouTubers, look, if you're an influential YouTuber, you guys could come up here. You guys could investigate yourself. You guys could do, and it's still early. It's within the 10 hours. But to me, that's far too long for my 11-year-old to be out. Okay. So once it's 1, 2, 3 a.m., I'm sorry, I've had enough. And I don't care about any fight. An 11-year-old just, there's no way. It's a middle schooler. So just keep that in your thoughts as you're, they want your help. They're asking for your help. If you live in the Sioux Falls area, if you come into the Sioux Falls area and you were driving along Minnesota Avenue at 7:15 a.m., whatever you seen. If you seen somebody doing a U-E, did they pick somebody up along the road after doing the U-E in front of JC Lane, the airport, up by Benson Road? Just do yourself some due diligence. I would be beside myself too, and if I was that mom sitting at home, I'm going to tell you something. There's not anything that would keep me from attacking every social media outlet to figure out what happened. And I want to walk the tracks, but to do it at night without a very good flashlight is pointless. To walk the river, you don't do yourself any good if you end up getting hurt. You don't do yourself any good if you don't know where you're going, driving a search area, gridding it out, having mass amounts of people, getting a search party together. But knowing, thinking, or just knowing, maybe having her on camera, seeing that footage, maybe they'll release it in the coming hours, days. I doubt it, but once you're starting to look for a car, once you got a plate, things will get going maybe. I don't know if she had a cell phone or not. That's something else that I keep questioning in my own mind, saying, well, does she have a cell phone? Can she call friends? Did she call a friend and she got 2-3 miles out of town and she was cold, and so she called for an extraction or help from a friend? But in middle school, who do you know that has a car? You're in middle school. Nobody. So I'm beside myself on this deal. To me, I think it needs to be investigated further. I know that the police are doing, I'm sure, everything that they can. So even though I'm anti law enforcement, I don't want to take that stance right now. I want just to say that I wish her a safe return, for sure, because there's just no way that I would be able to function at this point if everybody wasn't out there looking. Everything I seen two parked at the Cracked Pot. If you go by there right now on Minnesota Avenue, there's two parked at the Cracked Pot. And no, I'm not kidding. It's called the Cracked Pot, and it's up by the penitentiary too. It's right. It backs right behind the penitentiary, which scares me to death. And I'm sure it would scare their kids, and their. It's on the heels of an election. That's what I worry about. I worry about, that there's people on social media posting things. There's riots in Denver still. That Minneapolis has been under riot last night, night before. We There's arrests. People are getting mad. They're still angry. They're angry over the no vote thing coming in. So I just want you guys to be on the lookout for this little one. Let's focus our attention not on who the president is, but who the missing girl is. Okay? So, look on KSFY, look on Kello. What's up, American Amy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Hunter, FDSS. It would do some good. You can say you tried to find her. Maybe she fell and bumped. Well, I don't. Canine or drug dogs, they won't use them for cadaver dogs. You could be right about that one too, and that's why we need one of these people that has a bloodhound or a good dog, a good cadaver dog to get in here early, soon, within the hours. And I hope that somebody understands, if you got a dog and you're sitting in Sioux Falls and it sniffs, dude, bring it. I don't know what else to tell you. Get in contact with the PD. Get in contact with the family. Get something that it can sniff the scent, and then go from the house. And hopefully you pick up on the scent somewhere along the airport. But there's no reason to be walking out by the airport road, okay? Just so we all are clear, there's nothing out there. There's no stores out there. There's nowhere to go pee. I can't imagine my 11-year-old walking out there. So no matter what, I don't know. It needs to be helped along. The investigation needs to get helped along, and there needs to be more resources than what there is now. The world is angry. We have all had enough. All I want is that little girl turns up. Exactly. And that's all give me 1 second, American Amy. It's Nakia. Her name is Nakia. Little 11-year-old. And she goes to George McGovern. And she goes to George McGovern Middle School. And I hope and I pray that she's okay. I don't know. Little kids act like they grown. Yeah, exactly. What just happened? Go back home. If you watching this live stream, go back home, Nakia. Oh man. It's not okay to worry your parents sick to death. That's not a fun thing to do. We don't do that anymore. But between you and me, as kids, we did do that. We played on the train tracks, and we jumped trains, and we took rides that we weren't supposed to take, and we jumped in with semis and trucks. And if the poster child for what not to do is this one right here, or my bro. So it is what it is, But keep it 100, man. Just don't see. This was what I always meant for my channel to do in some way, shape, or form, is actually help. Okay, so if I'm helping, or if I just find her, that's 10 hours. Oh no, Fifth Wheel Living says I jumped into the falls when I was a kid. Stupid things I did. It looks like fun, but it wasn't fun. That's it. So 10 hours. She's been missing 10 hours. It's that's too much time already gone by. If you figure she left at 7:15 a.m., if you were picked up by 8:15 a.m., that's 9 hours of being missing. I don't know about you, but being with a stranger for 9 hours is not my idea of a fun time. Just saying, at a friend's house, fine. 9 hours at a friend's house. But that means ransack every one of the friends' house, and let's just get that out of our head that she's not in any of them friends' house. I want a cop on every one of those friends' houses. Everybody that's in her class. No precaution, not taken. But hey, I'm just me, little old me, a little old YouTuber. But I know there's bigger YouTubers, and somebody will take note at some point and say, "Okay, it's been 24 hours. We can go get the dogs. We can call in the big YouTubers, the people that can get." I don't care if you have a bigger channel than mine and you're in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Push it out there. Push the message, and do it now. Don't do it tomorrow. Do it now. And share this out, even though it's an hour-long rant. Just do it, because it's the right thing to do. Oh, do we got a link? Can we, I bet you I can pull that link if I can get, give me a sec. Maybe I can get you a link. Hold on. Let's see what I can do. I might be able to. All right, that'll get done, I think, pretty soon, as long as it's a shareable link. So give it, just give it a little bit. I'll get you that link, and then you guys can all go check it out. I know Zombie Enforcement Bureau already checked it out. All right, there it is. DakotaNewsNow.com 2020. So check that out. Check that story out. Dude, it's important. Please share the link. Share whatever. You can, I don't know if you can Google all the YouTubers that do the missing kids, or that find people. I know there's some talented ones that have done stories out of Minnesota. There's some like a good mystery, a good finding, and some are really good at what they do. But I don't want this to be something that I could have done something and I didn't. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that just should never happen in life, where we second guess whether to do something or not to do something. Whether you're within that 24 hours or not. It's an 11-year-old. That's too young. And you know it, and I know it. So, Douglas says I would swim in the swamps. I don't know, Douglas. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Douglas. Swamps. Is that what you did as a kid there, Douglas? What is your nickname, Douglas? What did your mom call you and your dad call you when they got mad at you? But I gotta go. Family, truth, and one love in 2020. Right? There in Washington. I've had a rough couple days, man. I get people, man. This has not been easy. When I saw the 500-pound snapper, I stopped. Okay, I'm done. I'm going home now. Hey, Dad, come get me. Yeah. Just make sure that this gets pushed out to Sioux Falls, far and wide. Surrounding areas. I don't want to talk about him no more, man. And once you start getting people going missing day after election or 2 days after election, that's enough for me to be worried about something else now besides the election. And I think we all need to get to helping and helping out. And I know I'm on YouTube, and I know a lot of you guys might be in Florida, not knowing what you can do. But thank you, Zombie Enforcement Bureau, for being on top of it, like you always are. You guys are great. You're great, Zombie. Even they're from, even from Seattle, he fact checks. He's good at what he does. He's picking out information as I'm talking. I appreciate it. Puget Sound. Yeah, I think he's from up in he's from Seattle. You're from Tacoma. Wow. It's pretty close. Yeah, she disappeared off the street walking down. The last place she was seen was Minnesota and JC Lane in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I'm not a good speaker, you guys. Get somebody else to be your speaker. I'm not a good speaker, but I can pass along the relevant information that I have. But they seen a car do a U-turn, a dark colored, what I thought was SUV/car. Some people, I got to look more at the story myself. So go back, scroll up, and click on the link. And someone paste and copy the link. And just keep doing it the whole time I'm talking. Just keep, every 10 lines, post the link. You guys can go look at the story and pick out. If you're from Sioux Falls, you can go drive around. You can look. You can get dogs. Get a hold of a cadaver dog. Get a hold of whatever you want. And become a hero. Don't just sit at home. And this was one of the things after driving around for an hour, hour and a half. This is what I can do. Continue. It just kind of popped in my head that maybe I'm somebody. Maybe I'm somebody enough to help. Maybe if I get and call the right people will show up and do their jobs. I love you guys. I love every one of you. So please make me proud that one of you, even from Florida or wherever you're from, or Washington, or that you know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who just may have a dog. I don't know how many people have cadaver dogs in America, but I'm willing to bet a few. So, not my skill set, but it's somebody else's. That's not BS. I say a lot of controversial things, but not tonight. I want nothing but the best and the finest. I call in for the finest and the best. Yeah, that's right, Douglas. That's right, Douglas. Time to get down to business. I'm in North Florida right now. Yeah, with the Gators. Right. North Florida. I got some guy, my driver, got out of Florida unscathed. But anyways, yeah, just keep looking for this girl. I don't care what you do. Go to other chats. Go to the missing people chats. Type in there. Just be like, there's a missing girl in Sioux Falls. Like, until she's found. Follow the story until she's found. Once that update gets given, hopefully I will be back on updating you guys to say that she was fine, everything's okay, she was at a friend's house. But they are a little worried. So the police are asking for your help. Okay? And I am too. I will ask for any 11-year-old that needs help. I'll ask for them, and even though they don't realize or don't understand how much trouble that they could be in without knowing it. We have too many that go missing in America, and we don't need any more. I hope she's fine. I hope she's okay too. Whoops. Little break here. Sorry, guys. Okay, so the name is Nakia. And she's been missing for 10 hours. And thank you for praying for her, American Amy. It's obviously going to be a nail biter tonight, tomorrow. For my family, we care about everybody. We don't want anything bad to happen, and not during an election, not after an election, not it's not funny. Whoever may be out there watching this, you fucked up. You took the wrong U-turn. Please drop said individual back at said corner, and just do yourself a favor before you get a life charge in the state of South Dakota, because nobody really wants to pay for a kidnapping charge, because in the state of South Dakota that is a life charge, automatic. You don't get to decide or say, oh well, only for a minute. No, you're going to prison for life because you took somebody. So let's think about what you're doing. We're all like family here. You feel like family to me. I mean, otherwise I wouldn't come talk to you guys about it. If I have a problem, I come to you guys. I know you guys know more people than just me, more YouTubers. Missing. There are some girls that's all they watch all day long is the missing people shows. The first 48. Unsolved mysteries. I mean, John Walsh was Jacob Wetterling. I believe was his kid. Oh no, his kid was Adam Walsh. But obviously, the whole world has watched how that turned out in a mall. Nothing more than shopping at a mall, and your kid goes missing for mere minutes or seconds, and then to find your kid. I just never again. Like, that's just shouldn't be a thing. You know what I'm saying? And all too often we just keep hearing about this, and it keeps replaying. And to me, when something doesn't get solved for 20 years, 30 years, them are the cases that stick with you the longest. Okay? I can give up the rest that have been found, right? Like, oh, that didn't matter. I didn't remember that name. But you notice how you go Adam Walsh or Jacob Wetterling, or you just, that gut wrenching, someone gets taken from a mall and they were abducted, their car was stolen, and now they're off to Minnesota. And it's like, what the were you thinking? But they weren't. They're on camera doing it. They know they're on camera doing it, and they just. We had one who went to Billings to like Sturgis or something. I don't know. This isn't the first time, but I tell you what, man, it sure does need to be the last. This gets old hearing about stuff like this. Hope all you stay safe. I had to treatment. You have treatment in one day. I'm heading to bed. Just wanted to drop you a like and say hello later all. Crazy Carlos, thank you. Spread I live up here in Creepo serial killer country. Never turn your back on a kid up here, on your kid up here. SMH. I don't know what SMH stands for. What does SMH stand for? Puget Sound. I'm sure it's something simple. Radiation for cancer. Oh no, Crazy Carlos. Well, I hope. I don't know if I'd do the radiation, Carlos. It can end bad, dude. Just know the side effects when you go in. I tell everybody that. Look, I want you to get better. You can beat it 2, 3 times. Just know, I hope the foot neuropathy is real. The there are different cancers. My mom has a rare cancer, but don't spread that around. But um, I don't know. I'm not doing good, so but trying. Well, and they can pull. You can pull through it. There's a sense of fighting, but it takes you down. It'll take your platelets down. Your and platelets are what heal things. And when your platelets, because of the chemo, once they bring them down, you can get pretty close to death. You're gonna feel like death some days, and you might be in for a hospital stay. Just keep yourself positive and watch what if they're giving you too much meds or pain meds. Just tell them to chill. Uh, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Keep yourself safe and trying to think of any other good little hints. And there isn't. Drink lots of water. Well, I'm sure drinking and eating just hurts all the way around, or depending on tumors or whatever you got growing inside of you. It just depends on where it's at. If there's tumors involved growing, it can be very, very painful. I try to keep fighting because I like I like stopping in here. Crazy Carlos is on board. Yeah, I mean if you met my mom, man, she's it hurt, man. Her stomach's like rock hard. Like she's not doing too good, and it's not going to be good here in a minute. And she's battled it 3 times in her life, and this time it has metastasized. They tried to take something out, and it spread it like wildfire with a Da Vinci machine. None of them want to take ownership of what happened. That's fine, but it's bad. My phone's going dead or trying to go dead. I didn't go dark, did I? I'm gonna plug in here. No, that's not the right one. Sorry, guys. Quick break. Break time. Dance break. All right, I'm back. So obviously, let's find the missing. Chemo and radiation kills healthy cells too while killing cancer. High doses of cannabis may help. Do you know what South Dakota just passed? It's a little late, but they just passed. Oh, you did refuse chemo. All right, all right, all right. And I understand that. Crazy Carlos, I understand that because watching my mom go through that shit is bad. It's bad, bro. It how to sit there and watch someone die is the word. Poison someone. Watch her with the foot neuropathy now that is for the rest of her life. She can't walk. She can walk, but she like a couple feet, and you can tell it hurts like a mother, you know. But anyways, I didn't want to get off on this tangent. I just want to find the little 11-year-old that's missing out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Check that dakotanewsnow.com link that was posted up earlier. There was a link that I posted. Yes, THC and CBDs may help, but it's 2-3 years past, and they've tried everything, and now we're just waiting for the inevitable. But that's fine. I don't know. It is what it is. That's probably the first time I've ever talked about it, and that's about enough of me for now. So you got me there, Crazy Carlos. Good job. But I try and if I can comfort someone else in any way, shape, or form, or help, I do. Just remember, chemo can take everything from you and leave you with just enough to wobble down the road. And I told I told her from minute one I didn't think it was a good idea. And when they do the bone marrow biopsy and they go in to take bone out of your bone marrow, like your hip, your back, it I watched it, so it's very yeah, they take part of your bone. They take part of your bone marrow to test. It's a little scary, but she's had a lot of stuff going on lately. She may outlive us all. All glory be to God. Weed and morphine for comfort. They just gave me morphine liquid kind today, and I'm scared. Try juicing fresh vegetables, especially cruciferous vegetables like cabbage to help fight cancer. Not take it yet. But anyways, this is not what I come on here for tonight. Please keep looking for the little girl that's missing. Just can't I gotta look back up here. Please search for Nakia. Keep her in your thoughts and prayers, and make sure that everything turned out okay for her. That she makes a safe return home, and keeping the country divided is not may not be the way to go. It may. I think a lot of people are suffering right now, and just hoping for the best. Nothing but positive. But I want to be proactive. I want, if I asked for help, you know, if someone's got that dog or that good sniffing dog, that it went up Minnesota. She walked up Minnesota Avenue to JC Lane from about Russell, and then she walked up to JC Lane. So if there's a scent there, there's a scent there. It hasn't snowed, it hasn't rained. I don't know when snow and rain's going to be coming, but now'd be a good time to get done what you're going to get done. Coleslaw, grape seeds. I appreciate every one of you guys. Zombie, thank you. I think it's a little too late. It's like stage 4, which is the worst. You can't. I don't know. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. The right person sees it. I used to play as a kid. My brother used to get lost as a kid. Dude, my brother had to get found by an airplane in a cornfield in the middle of South Dakota. So you want to talk about lost? Yes, you can get lost in South Dakota. But the dog stuck with the kid. So he was found, and he's alive today, and he was found under a shade tree with that dog cuddled up next to him, sleeping like a baby. But very well lost, miles away from home. It does happen here. So, I do truly care. I didn't realize it was such a pressing issue. When you hear something and the update, while we were driving around, an update came in, and I think that's what it not only gives you hope, but it gives you hope that you need to look harder. We're missing something, and there's a puzzle piece missing on this deal, and They don't deserve it. Nobody, nobody deserves this, and it's not worth it over a fight. And yeah, you can take a break, but you need to call, check in, make sure that you're safe. Someone's got to hear that you're safe. A friend, a family member, somebody. But for now, we'll hope for the best. We're on 50 minutes. Thank you, Puget Sound. I'm gonna end this one pretty soon. We're going on about an hour. I think I've gone on a really long time. DakotaNewsNow.com for updates on the case. If it's in your mind, it's rattling around, go there, check on the updates, and when she is found and it's no longer threat level midnight, then we can all stop holding our breaths. But rain also is expected on Monday in Sioux Falls. See, and I that's what I don't want to. I don't want to. I want to find somebody that's capable of doing this, and quickly. They're all out looking for her, so do your part. Make sure that you're doing it right, being thoughtful. For now, I just drove around. I want to walk the tracks, but do understand that everything we do, we don't want to mess with any viable evidence that there may be. But print out a picture so that you can look at it and drive around, find her, and hopefully help. So, and just keep praying. But it is hard to do stuff from far away. But just know that every one of you is very, very crucial and vital and important in your own way, no matter what it is. And whoever you reach out to on whatever live stream, you're very important. And I think this little girl deserves and needs your help. All of the BLM movement's help. They need everything, because your people, my people, all our people, they stay safe. They're in my community. I love every one of you. My kids went to that school too, so yes, send prayers to Carlos. Hope for a good outcome for Carlos. We certainly don't like to hear him in a tough position as he is in. Thank you, Carlos, for sharing that tough thing. One love. That's best well said. One love. I'm going to end this now. It's 53 minutes. Peace, love, and forget about the election. Let's turn the corner and let's focus on saving who and what we can now, and helping. All right, peace out from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. DakotaNewsNow.com for all your updates.